Venn diagrams with 3 sets. So here we have Venn diagram. They have A, B, C. I'm going to summarize to what I have here and the writing steps. I will write what all these are. Starting with that one. So that is in A, not B or C. Next one. Number 2. That is for members that are inside A, intersection B, but not C, because we don't have that part. Now here this part. These are members that belongs to B, but not in A or C. So that is not part of this number 3. Next one. Number 4, this one is in A. So that is again an intersection part, same as number 2. But it's in A and C, not B. Number 5. This is for members that is common between all these 3 sets. So it's in A and B and C. Next one, number 6. This part is intersection between B and C, but it's not in A. And we have this one. So this is in C, but not A or B. And finally, number 8. This is not A or B or C. So what that part is just this one. So these are what we have, but the steps that we have to follow to find the members before drawing Venn diagram, it's better to start with what we have in common between all three sets. So first, we have to start with this one. That is number 1. And we have to find all these three. It doesn't matter which one you start first. So that is number 2. This one also is number 2, and this one. So these are step 2. And after that, we have to find these. So those are number 3. Step number 3. And finally, what we have outside all these 3 sets. Here is just said how you can compare 2 sets. So to determine whether 2 sets are equal, list elements in each set, and compare. If this is not possible, draw Venn diagrams. So it's easy to compare. Example number 1, construct Venn diagram illustrating the following sets. We have universal set A, B, and C. We are going to do exactly the same thing, following steps that we had on top. First, we have to find intersection between 3 sets. So we have to find those members that are in A and B and C. So here is what they have in common. And then next step is finding members that are in common between AB, BC, and AC. First, AB, again, it doesn't matter which one you start first. But here we have A and B. We already know that we have C in between these two. Here is D. I also have D and B. C, D, G. Between B and C. And A and C. Now we're ready to draw Venn diagram. Starting with what we have in common between all these 3 sets is this part. And what I have inside that part is C. Now between A and B, between A and B is the sport. We already have C inside. What's left is DG. Next one, B and C. Intersection B, C is this part, and we only have C, and we already have C inside that part. And finally, A and C is CI. Is that part, and we have C, but we don't have I, so we have to add that part here. Now we have to complete the rest of that, not the intersection part, but only A and only B and only C. So in A, starting with A, we have here in the intersection part, we have C, I, D, G. So we have that one, D, G, C, I. What's left is E, H. Now for B, inside this red color, the circle, we have DGC. What's left is A. Inside C, we have I, C. Then we have to add F and J. It's not done yet, but we also have to find members that are outside these three sets. Do we have any member that is in universal set, but it's not here? So we have all these. But you don't have that one. So that part is here, outside of these three circles. So this part, in this part, we only have B. Again, we have Venn diagram, but in this part, we already have these sets inside the circles, and we have this rectangle. We have to find all these based on what is given. So three sets are blondie hair, older than 8, and the third circle is for boys, names for boys. The first one is asking to find set A, which is people, which is for people with blonde hair. So this one is A. You only need to write all names that we see in set A. We have Julie, Sally, Bill, Sam, Sue. Universal set. What members I have? The first one, which has blondie hair, writing these names. Then the next one is older than 8. We already have Sue and Sam. I'm not going to repeat. I'm writing Christine, Mary Ann. And next one is so this one is C, and this is B. The next one is what we have in this circle for boys. We already have Bill, Sam, and Jan, and what's left is Paul and Peter. So we should have all of these. Last one too. Next one is set B. Okay, now that we have all these sets, we can answer. Next one is complement of B. We have the members that we have inside B, but complement of B is universal set minus B. So this is universal set minus B is the answer for that one. So I have to subtract those names that I have in B from what I have in universal set. So here we have Christine, Mary, Sue, Sam, Jan. So what's left is Julie, Sally, Bill, Paul, Peter, Becky. Find intersection between A and B. Next one is A intersection B union C. So first we have to find B union C. I'm going to write that one first. And this way it's easier to find the answer. B union C, we have to combine all these names that we have in these two sets. Sam, Jan, Paul, Peter, and Bill. Now that we have B union C, it's easy to find the intersection between A and B union C. This is A prime, it's complement of A. So we have to find complement of A minus B. We have to subtract all members that are inside B from complement of A. So it's better to first find complement of A. So that is universal set minus A. we have to subtract all those names that we have in A from universal set. So I shouldn't have Julie, Sally, Bill, Sam, Sue. What's left are these names. Now, from these names, we have to subtract B. So I shouldn't have Christine, Mary, Sue, Sam, Yan. Here we only have Yan, we don't have Sue, Sam. So the answer is next one is complement of A minus B. So first we have to find A minus B. And that is this one is equal to universal set minus A minus B. So finding A minus B first. We don't have Christine and A, Mary, Sue, Sam, Yan. Now that we have A minus B, we only need to subtract these three names from universal set to find complement. So writing all names that we have in universal set except these three. So this one is equal to, we don't have the first three names. I want to add one more here. A minus A intersection B. That means this one is A minus A intersection B. That is same if you try to find the answer for B minus A. This B minus A is B minus A intersection B. Use Venn diagram to determine whether the following sets are equal. So here we have port A. First we have to find B union C and then find the intersection between that one, B union C, and set A. The other side we have A intersection B first and then find and then combine those members with what you have in C. I will draw two universal set. First, on the left side, I'm going to work on A intersection B union C. So first I have B union C. That is the only difference between these two, because if I read it the same as A intersection B union C, but B union C is in parentheses, we have to find that part first. So B union C means we have to combine all these members that are in C or B. And this one is B union C. Now we have to find those members that are in common with A. So A is the circle in purple. And here is the answer. These members belongs to A and also are in common with what they have in gray color. So this one is the final answer for that part. It's better to erase these. Again, we have three sets. But here we have to find the intersection between A and B first, because that is in parentheses. Whenever we have parentheses, you have to work on that part first, following order of operations. Ignore this circle that we have for C. You only work based on what I have for A and B, the purple and green one. And find the intersection for that part is here inside. So this one is A intersection B. Now combine that with what we have in C. So C is circle in red color. Combining. This is the answer for that one in green is the answer for A intersection B union C. Now compare these two Venn diagrams. Are these two exactly same? Are these equal? These are not. Because if I compare what they have on left with what they have on right, on left, I don't have these members that we have on right side. So sets are not equal. It's A union. First, we have to find B intersection C in complement of that port. And on the other side, we have complements of B union C, and then find intersection with what we have in complement of A. Since we have complement, that's why we have more steps. Here again, we have three sets, A, B, and C. Now starting with this part, complement of B intersection C. So ignore the circle that we have for A. Focus on what I have for B and C only. Finding the intersection between green and red. So that is the intersection part. But it's asking for complement, is not what we have in between. It's anything except that part. So this one is in blue is B intersection C prime. It's complement of B intersection C. And now combine this blue part with what we have in A. So A is the purple color circle. I'm going to use see what confused. So combining all these blue and circle A. So this is A. And also I should have all those members that are in blue. Okay, everything except what I have here on this part. Now I'm going to erase this one. All right, what I did, steps. So step one, first, I try to find B intersection C. Step two, finding B intersection C, going off upward. And finally, step three. So I use this color for upward. I used blue. And this one was gray, but you can't see it right now. Now I'm going to work on what I have on right side. So this one was for the first part on left. So first we have to find, I'm going to write steps. Step one, we have to find complement of B, which universal set minus B. So universal set minus B, anything except B, that is the answer for B prime or B in complement of B. So all members except what you have in B. So that is in blue is complement of B, and then on the next one, step two, what we have in parentheses is B prime union C. So what we have in blue color, we have to combine that one with what we have in C. I'm going to use this one. So these are blue color. And also I should have C. So all these are blue. But since we have to add members in C, add this part to union. Now step 3, we have complement of A, so we have to find this one. Is universal set minus A. So universal set minus A. And finally, step 4, find intersection between this step 3 and step 2. So between yellow and orange, find intersection. So here we have yellow, orange. Here inside C, this part of C, I have yellow, orange. Here also I have yellow, orange. And that's it, because here in A we have yellow, green, and in B we only have orange. And here inside, which is the intersection between all these three, we only have yellow, so that is not the answer. So this one is green, and green is the final answer for what they have on right side. And we can erase these. Okay, so this is the answer. Now compare, are these two sets, these two Venn diagrams exactly the same? These are not. So you should have exactly the same Venn diagram to say that these two are equal, but here again are not equal.